Hello and welcome back. Let me just check the sound here. Oh, I'm gonna turn up the sound a little bit. Here we go. Let me check OBS. So I got my hoodie on. I opened up my window because from the last video it was stinking from the fucking cigar. But this looks good. So it is 10:30 p.m. I uploaded like I said I would. Before I get into the video today, I'd like to announce, like I usually do, I do have a Discord. It'll be linked in the description below. If you like this type of content, feel free to join. Nothing there is monetized, nothing is for sale. There are no courses, mentorships, affiliates, or anything else. This is essentially just a trading journal. So let's get to the headline risk here. The headline risk now is again getting hard to price in due to the fact that there are negotiations, which I'm unsure if Trump will take or not. I haven't listened to these speeches. If there is interest in the Discord, we could listen to them together. I mean, I'm not gonna bring everyone on voice call, but could make a video where I'm listening to it and give you guys my feedback. Not about his rhetoric or how he acts or anything, but how I perceive that in a financial sense, and how the market is going to react to it. But for now, we're just going to have to see. Iran wants a 45-hour truce, and Trump wants to open Hormuz, so that could have some effects. And we can also see SPY is rebounded on that. SPY is back on that upward healthy trend, like that. It has broken kind of through it, but I mean it's still in that trend, very strong. I'm glad I made that SPY video on why it is become so resilient. You'd think it would be dropped 1,000 fucking points, but no. Looking at the dollar index, stable as always. This is just a little range I made because it doesn't seem to break it, even though it usually does. So this trade right here that I posted, mind you, if this is the first time you're watching, I do trade on the 1 day, the 12-hour, and the 8-hour. I only hop on the 2 week to watch trends for the dollar index and SPY because those are relevant for us. This one I decided to enter myself because I entered it pretty late, but that's fine. So the trade kind of looks more like this, something like that. Changed my mind on it because the volume is favoring a downward trend. But we'll see what happens with it. It's not the best trade, but it is valid. And remember this, when I say valid, it means back tested. Back tested means it works. So let's get to the market scan. Let's do a complete scan and look for some setups. Interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark them. We're going to scrutinize them. We're going to see if they're valid. I'm going to put them into the potentials, and then we'll see what one. No. It's too much of a dragged CR. And the BO potential is gone because of the 200 MA. Redraw needed. See here. Okay, so mark this one as well. So it looks interesting. That's a crosspair, so no. Oh. Okay, we do have higher levels as well. And we are closing soon. So by the time this video is out, all these setups are going to be valid. Let's look at gold. Notice trending down. Oil. And I'm going to be posting the first. So my hedge fund has different profiles. I'll be posting the first day of HyperX today in the Discord, which will be pretty interesting. Yeah, so we got 3 potential setups here. A lot more continuations than we're used to. That means that we're kind of in a middle ground. I always talk about how we're either trending towards the BO market or a CR market. But the more the market is ambivalent to the fact of being able to price in. And what I mean by when I say to the fact of being able to price in is the market simply not pricing it in. Hold up, let me see here. Yeah, that looks valid. So sorry, what was I saying? I kind of lost my train of thought there. Yeah, so the fact of the market not pricing it in is just where you meet an equilibrium of where you get more continuations. And that again is a new market I know you guys are not too used to. We're very much more used to the CR and BO side. But that's all good. It's just 3 different types of trades. This one, if you've been watching for a while, it looks pretty obvious right here. We got a CR. Also, let me close. I just got scared that I'm going to get a message somewhere now. Suddenly. Paranoia. So it looks pretty obvious to you if you've been watching for a while. This is a CR that's forming. It's not ready yet. It needs another candle after this. If this closes right here, you can wait for a lower time frame 8-hour continuation downtrend, or you can wait for higher time frames as well. But it is looking interesting. This one is very interesting, but this one is even more interesting right here because we do have the indecision candle. So you'd kind of treat this as a CR in the sense that you'd enter from here. So what you'd be looking at is here, and by the time this has been uploaded, go, yeah, something like that. Wait, what does it say? No, that's too low. Also, we can have a bit of a tighter entry, and we can do a 12-hour entry. Of course, what am I thinking? So something like that. Doesn't really matter if it's 1.7, 1.6, whatever. And again, it kind of annoyed me last time when I understood that you guys are moving sell-offs just on vibes. It doesn't work like that. There's a set amount when you're entering this trade. So this is CR moving. So let's say you're running a dynamic, like you should. If not, you're not trading properly. Disregard everything I'm saying. If you are running a dynamic and you put this to a 1 to 10, it should always be a 1 to 10. And like I mentioned with commodities, if it's hard for you, if you don't have a dynamic, get a notebook and write down commodity trade, commodity CR, dynamic, or if it's manual, 20 pips. Normal CR, 10 pips. And then you make a trading journal based off of that. And with that trading journal, you can make comments saying, okay, that was a little bit too aggressive, or that was too passive. And with that, you get proper metrics that you can adjust for your strategy. Because going just off of vibes, I should move my sell loss now. That's not proper. That's not how I back test the strat. So I don't know how that's gonna work for you, or if it is gonna work for you, because moving sell loss, doing extensions, is what gives me this huge ass fucking R. And when the larger R you have, the lower win rate you need. If you're running like an average of 3R, because you're moving sell lots, you get some extensions there, or 3.5, dude, you can get by with a 30% win rate. Think about that. Even less. You can get 25%. You can get by. You can get by. 35%. And you're profitable. Just by running a dynamic, doing it properly, writing it down. Don't move your sell loss by 5. Sorry. Side tangent there, but it is important. This is looking like a very interesting trade to me, so I'm going to open this one. Put a stop order on this one for myself. The market is closing soon. By the time I upload, it is going to be closed. This one, not as interesting, but I'll be watching it. And here, this one just needs to develop. If you really want this one, you can hop time frames. You can go all the way down to the 8 hour. And as you can see here, it does become another valid continuation. However, I will not be doing that myself, and I would kind of recommend against that. I normally don't hit those. So there we have it. We got it all summarized, and I got the sell loss moving in hammered in again, because it is really, really important. But with that said, no reason to make the video any longer than it needs to be. If you like this type of content, feel free to hop in the Discord. We don't have any affiliates. There are no prop firms or nothing like that. This is a fucking trading journal, bro. Relax, bro. Relax. And I will see you tomorrow for the next market scan. It'll be interesting to see how all this develops. And I'll also get a little bit of HyperX. I just want to mention how it went. But that's it. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.